We're not using common sense anymore. It's about pragmatism. Life is the Serengeti Plain. Wear a cup. There's no load-bearing walls in that house of cards up on the hill. We're at a point right now where this country has to decide which way it's going to go. I don't have any pride about the authorship. It's just common sense what I'm pitching. All right. Bathrobe session 238 is in order. Oh, good old Darren from Plainfield, Indiana. He's got to be our leader in the clubhouse as far as getting questions through, right?
These days he is.
Yes. You were on one of my wife's cooking shows. I've only been on one, so I know what it was, brother. Diners, drive-ins, and dives. I remember Fieri sitting there with his kid. He's got a kid who's like 14. Nice boy. And we're on the air, and I look at the kid in the middle of it. I go, does it make you feel a little sad when you see your dad dyeing his hair? The kid just starts laughing. I go, Daddy's got 4 earrings. What do you make of that? But we had fun. And we were at a pastrami joint called Norton's. And honest to God, this is the weirdest thing. I was in there maybe 2 months ago, sitting at the counter. The woman, have you been in Norton's? You know how tight it is, right? Yeah. So I'm at that counter seat right next to the register. And the woman, I'm sitting there with my glasses like this, and my beard's very white in real life. You know, when I go on TV, I usually have the girl put some mascara in it because I don't look like I'm 800 years old. Or Sharon Stone's husband who got his foot bitten by the Komodo dragon. So she goes, I saw this on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Dennis Miller recommended it. Is it good? And I said, yeah, it's great. She never did not put it together at all.
Awesome.
I said, no, that's a good level of fame there. She remembers me from the show, but she's literally talking to me about me recommending it and doesn't put it together. You were on one of my wife's cooking shows, and she called me to the room to see. You had Guy Fieri laughing so hard about something he wasn't able to speak. Have you ever made anyone laugh so hard they messed themselves? Do you mean shit themselves?
Yeah.
No. After all that build-up, told Darren in Plainfield, he says messes themselves. No. But I remember the hardest I ever laughed in my life was Sam Kinison, and he didn't make me mess myself, but I thought I was going to have a heart attack. It was him ripping into a tourist one night at like 2 in the morning at the Comedy Store. I was sitting with my friend Jeff Cesario. There were only like 10 people in the main room, 4 of which were these out-of-towners who had no idea who Sam was, and him just wading into this guy, and you could see it building, and you know, Cesario and I are nudging each other. He doesn't know who Sam is because the guy's giving him shit. The guy kind of asked for it. And Sam just started wading into him on his life, and he got to that payoff line that always made me laugh where he'd go, hey, listen, Jimmy, can you drive by my house at 4 in the afternoon? Because I'll be mowing the lawn, and I want you to put a fucking bullet in my head. That's it. I said, you gotta stop now, I'm gonna die. Sam, my favorite Sam thing is he'd always be dating like the porn star de jour, or the porn star du jour. And there was a girl named Seika, platinum blonde, he was dating her. And he would always introduce her, and he'd stand over their shoulder. Because, you know, Sam couldn't believe he was dating, I'm not saying she was, Penelope Cruz, but she was the biggest porn star. Well, and Sam couldn't believe his good fortune that he was dating exactly them, but he would stand behind it, and he always used their porn names to introduce them to you, and he'd laugh over it. So he'd go, hey, Dennis. I go, Sammy, what's up? He goes, this is Seika. And he'd give you that impish demon look. Oh, I miss Sammy. He was a good guy. I didn't get all of it, you know, like that crash and burn thing, but he had a good heart somewhere, way in there. You know, he was a good-hearted guy. Enjoy these samples of the Bathrobe Sessions, a weekly video available only to members of the DMZ, the Dennis Miller Zone, on DennisMillerRadio.com.